Well, we've already got 5 people in the room. What's happening, guys? A little on the tired side tonight. You guys don't mind if I take a nap, do you? Just take a nap. Wake me up when it's over. Oh, we lost one. I guess me taking a nap wasn't a good idea. So how is everybody doing this evening at 8 p.m.? I know that we've got Mr. Willie Cook. He sent me a message, said that he's got a question for me about an engine. And thank you guys for watching my previous video where I was out in the shop and finally got the plates hung back up. Not seeing any chat show up. I don't know if you guys are chatting or not. Let's see here. Oh, it's got top chat. There we go. Live chat. There we go. Mr. Jonathan. Kind sir. I don't know what happened. The sign kind of. Here we go. Nope. Hey, Ms. Zippo, say hi to Jonathan W. He's got a bunch of really cool builds that he does on his channel. And you know me. Yes, it has 720, absolutely. And Max, how are you? Jonathan, I hope you're doing good. Mr. Rusty, howdy, howdy, howdy. You like the signage? Yeah. And the Simplicity banners and a Zippo Ranch sign and all of it. Mr. Edwards, welcome, welcome. Willie Cook, Willie Cook. Willie, let's let everybody, Mr. Rumschlag, it is great to see you. Willie, let's let everybody flow in. As soon as we get everybody in, then we'll go ahead and rip your question loose. That way everybody can be privy to hearing your question. Mr. Miller's here. Wireman Bob is here. I just talked to him in email. I've got an engine I've got to work on for him. Mr. Cherry, Grinchy, I hope there's not much lag for you, Mr. Grinchy. Wayne is Grinchy, by the way, guys. So, how's everybody's weekend been so far? You can do a simple thumbs up, a simple good, simple bad. Mr. Sloan. Brother Sloan, how are you, kind sir? Mr. Odie, got my thumbs up. Good weekend. Awesome. Great to hear it. Great to hear it. Mr. Fisher, been some weird weather that we've been having around here. You do have a question? Okay, good, good. Let's, let me think. Yeah, let me just make my screen a little smaller. Hang on. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I hear you, Tim. Definitely cold. Mr. Edwards, we've got one ahead of you. Willie, he sent me a message, told me he had a question for me about a starting question on Briggs cast iron. Yeah, I'm tired too. Great weekend so far, taking your boy to his college tomorrow. Wow, gotta cut the apron strings, Max. Oh, David, that's something Ms. Zippo and I say all the time. Weekend is way too short. Way too short. That's where most of our time spent together is on the weekends. We found out her car is needing a lower right control arm, so it's here, and she's got Clifford at home taking care of it. It fit in her garage with about that much room to spare, but she got it in there. So Clifford is up north a little ways. Up in Eaton, I'm sure you know where that's at, David. Mr. O'Donnell, I am so glad you're in the, wait a minute, you're in the house? You didn't knock, you had to have come in the back door because back door guests are best, right? I hear you, Tim. I hear you. I do. Okay, we've got a few people in here, so let's let Willie cook. Let her rip tater chip. What's your question that you've got on your what is a Briggs starter issue? Oh, there it is. 7410 horse Briggs generator equipped electric start, has a red light with built-in breaker for changing system. Do I know what the light is for? I believe while the light is on, it is charging the battery. When the light goes out, the battery is fully charged. Pepperdon, how do? Small Engine Nation, absolutely. Peeperdon, Peeperdon. Polar Bear Ed, been rated by Small Engine Nation. That's great. Doug Sweener, Small Engine Nation. Well, hello everybody. Fantastic. It's great to have all you guys in here. Let me get caught up. Hang on. The comments are going crazy. Howdy, George. Mr. Edwards, can you swap your 4212 Simplicity engine for a 16-horse engine? Yes, absolutely. Direct swap. You don't have to do anything at all. Give me just a second, guys. I have to answer this. I'm doing good, brother. I'm on my live stream on YouTube right now. I'll catch up with you as soon as I'm done. Okay, there we go. A friend of mine from over on Facebook worried about me. Isn't that sweet? He hadn't seen me over on Facebook too much. Let me get caught up. All right, 74 likes. Yeah, all right, I answered Willie's question. All of you guys from Small Engine Nation, thank you very, very much for coming in. And I really, really, really appreciate the magnets that I got. I posted the video on with the Small Engine Nation. Got George Williams, hello. Mr. O'Donnell, thank you, Mr. O'Donnell. I try. Okay. Fixing to be rated by a Twisted Nation and a Small Engine Nation. I am getting rated, and that's great. It's neat. Thank you very, very much, Papa Doug. I'm sure that you are the one that's solely responsible for this. Wild Bill, Craig Durbin, Small Engine Nation raid. That's great. I love it. I love it. I love it. Bryce, IRT Mechanic. How are you? How are you? Mrs. Go-Karts. Wait a minute. It just jumped up on me again. Why they're going by so quick. Mrs. Go-Karts, Twisted Engine Nation. David Johnson, hello out there. Hello in there. Frogger's Garage, Small Engine Nation. Sandra Mammal. Oh, I love you too, Mama Sweener. Back to Willie really quick before I scroll down into more of the comments here. I try to catch up with all of them, but I've got a boatload of you guys in here right now, so just hang tight. I have stopped at Justin Richardson's Small Engine Nation raid. Willie, the best way to find out what is going on is top your battery off, start it, and watch the light. The light should stay on for just a short period of time if you have a quick starting engine. And then after the engine and starter generator finishes charging the battery, the light should go out. Another way to check is to put a voltmeter on the positive and negative battery terminals of the battery, read your voltage, and watch the light. If your voltage goes up, like it's charging, and then as soon as the charge drops off, when the regulator kicks out, says your battery's full, the light goes out, then you know. It's one or the other. It's a 50-50 shot. I don't remember exactly, but I think it was light on until it's charged, light out after your battery's fully charged. Or it could be the other way around, which is lights on, you've got a charging problem. So that would be the way to check it. I haven't dealt with a whole bunch of that style of tractor to have that information locked in my noggin, but it is one or the other. All right, let's see. Got Frogger's Garage, Small Engine Nation. David Johnson, hello out there. Small Engine Nation, Scott Schroeder. Hey, Zippo, thanks again for the help with the old cast iron Briggs on the lawnmower log splitter conversion. No problem at all, Scott. No problem at all. Glad I can help, and I'm always glad I can help whenever and wherever I can. Twisted R Racing, rated by the Twisted R Racing, Small Engine Nation. There we go. Yeah, thank everybody from Small Engine Nation family and Papa Doug for turning them all on to come over here to the live stream. That's fantastic. That's great. That's great. George, have I started Ugly Alice lately? Yes, I start all the tractors at least once a month. I go out to the garage and fire them up. Unspeakable Darkness, Small Engine Nation raid. Awesome. John Turner, good evening, Zippo. Polar Bear Ed, acknowledging my welcome. Bill Seltzer, hello, Zippo and everyone. I think I might be getting caught up. Mr. Wood, better late than never. All right, let's see here. El Camino Life Forever. I'm doing good, El Camino. Thank you very, very much. Front Stage. Where can you find info on rebuilding a 73 Honda 50? You have the rebuild kit. Information on it. You really only need to know the basics between the 50 and the 125s. They all assemble pretty much the same way. I think they're an 80-degree engine. In other words, the cylinder is coming up just not right at 90, but just slightly up. Any video on rebuilding a 50 to 125cc engine should get you where you need to go. All right, let's see. Let me make sure I got everybody. Fuller's here. Let me see. Did I miss? Okay. Over here, John Turner, Bill Seltzer, Craig Durbin. We are live on Twisted R Racing right now, Zippo. Oh, are you? That's cool. That's awesome. Fogger's Garage. Fuller is here. Rusty Repairs. Hi, Zippo and Miss Lisa. Howdy, Rusty. I'm doing okay, Mama Sweener. I'm going to try to push up my procedure date to get the obligation, the nerve burning done. It's not supposed to be until April. Excuse me, let me turn this fan on. Not supposed to be until April, but I want to try to push it up so that I'm not recuperating during prime spring rush. Let's see. Go-karts are going fishing. Small engines. I'm so glad all of you guys. And Mr. J. Young, guys. Mr. J. Young, welcome from Tennessee. Boneyard Garage. Oh, it keeps skipping up on me. Hang on, guys. Boneyard Garage. Well, Zippo, what did you think of the Country Squire? I liked it. And Willie, I'm sorry it wasn't a definitive answer, but that would be your way to diagnose and see what exactly that light does. Fogger's Garage, hello to all. Me and the Mrs. Hey Zippo. Hello, Mr. How are you, kind sir? It's great to have you in here. John Turner, Small Engine Nation, Invasion by Force. You guys certainly did that, no doubt about it. Guys, Bruce is in the house too. We've got Bruce Pender in here. He finally made it. Wonderful. And Jeremy Thiel finally made it too. It is a day of all days. We've got people that have been trying to get in. They haven't been able to. I'm going to scroll a little bit more. Glenn is saying hi to Lisa. Bryce saying he's good. Wanted to ask from recent emails have gotten to you. Yes, your recent emails got to me. I just haven't gotten into replying yet. So thank you. Only the best Cub Cadets. Howdy. Willie, Mr. Cook saying hi to Bill. Bruce Pender saying hi to Bill. George Williams. It keeps skipping on me. Looking forward to the Smokey video. Me too, George. I got to get on there. You're welcome, Front Stage. Tim Miller. When it's running like the plus side of often put a meter on the plus battery cable, the ground side to ground, and it'll let you know if it's charging. Right. Exactly right. And Sir Rooney is in the house. Sir Rooney's in the house saying hello to Miss Zippo and myself. How are you, kind sir? Wayne Pickett, great to have you in here. This is like a crazy kind of live stream. I'm almost not able to keep up. Little known fact, guys, when my channel was new, before I got a stack of letters, gifts, and emails, this guy right here sent me my very first mail call miniature snap-on toolbox. Yes, I did. The little business card snap-on toolbox, and I see it in the videos all the time. It's really neat. It's same color as this one here. In fact, when I got the lower case, this bottom cabinet, I got that one with it, and that's the one that I sent over to Mr. J. Young. Which time, Wild Bill? Thank you, George. I hope I get to feeling better too. And Mr. Pickart, hello to you. All right. How much snow did we get? Which time? I'd say in total, maybe 8 inches this year, something like that. I mean, snow's kind of like sex. You never know how much you're going to get or how long it's going to last, right? Okay. Jay, still proudly display it. I'm glad. I hope every business card's in it for people to pick up out of there. The new office. What do you think of it, Bruce? What do you think of it? I love it. Isn't it great? I mean, it's only 6 feet wide, but it's a perfect space. It's working out really, really good. Bruce and I had a little private conversation back and forth about the offices and having a dedicated office. And yeah, it's really, really worked out well. Really worked out well. From Bryce, IRT Mechanic, what is the most common size of engine you use if there is one? Most common size. How about the most common type? Ms. Zippo, Bruce is saying howdy to you. It's the Briggs overhead valve vertical shafts. Those are the most common engines that I get in for service and repairs. Usually they're the Intex. So that's the most common engine. The most common engine that I use are horizontal cast iron Briggs. Those are my babies. You give me one of those and I can put the sucker together blindfolded. Love them, love them, love them. Frogger's Garage, gotta go. Thank you very, very much for stopping in, Froggers. We really, really appreciate it. The Intex, I don't care for the Intex much myself. They have shortfalls. Both the singles and the twins have their own shortfalls. We'll see with a vomit shaft tractor. That's funny. Yeah, I do use Winnie the Pooh, which is the twin Intech 22 horse, to take care of. It's got a 54. It's got the biggest deck on it, and I've got 3 acres I mow, so I use that one. But other than that, everything else I own and use are horizontal shaft cast iron Briggs. 720. What are your thoughts on the early 80s Simplicity Regent lawn tractors? You might buy one. The price is right at $100. They've got the peerless transmissions. If it's a hydrostat, you're well above the value, or I mean, you're well below the value with $100. If it's the 5-speed peerless, you're about on par. I'm guessing it's a 4211, 4210, something along those lines. They're good lawn tractors, not garden tractors. Good lawn tractors. But for $100, if the engine's good, doesn't matter if anything else is good. From Mr. Bryce, IRT Mechanic. I'm trying to decide if I should send you a Predator 212 or a 420 after I mod them a little, so I was curious which would be the most benefit. Well, there's no replacement for displacement, Bryce, right? No replacement for displacement. Isn't that the way the saying goes? You choose. I would just be just overjoyed with either one. Mr. Williams, did I get out to the shop today? No. The weekends are reserved for Ms. Zippo and In fact, we stayed in and watched a movie today. She did run to the grocery, and but we finished watching a movie that we tried to watch last night but fell asleep during. But no, weekends are reserved for Miss Zippo and I to have our time together. And tomorrow, Miss Zippo's car is going into the shop. She has a front lower right control arm lower control arm that needs replaced. So we're going to get in there and diagnose, make sure that it's the right part that's bad, and order a new one, throw it in. Right now she's got Clifford underneath her when she's out and about. And Clifford fit in her garage with about that much room to spare, which I mentioned earlier on. Tim Miller, did you say you're not going to make it to the May show? I don't know, Tim. It all depends on my neck and my workload. A lot of times that time of year, it's really, really hard for me to get out there to the swap meet, mainly because so many people are relying on me to be here. Brother Joe, have a good night. I love you too. We'll talk to you soon. Oh, Blue? Oh, running like a top. Ever since I swapped the distributor, I put a new distributor in it. Oh, it's been freaking awesome. Yeah, that's right, Bruce. Arg. That's exactly it. That's okay, Brother Joe. You do what you got to do. I totally understand. Give the little boy kisses for me and give the missus a hug for me. We'll talk to you soon. Yeah, old Blue's running like a top. 258,400 and some miles on it. And it'll easily make it to 300,000 miles. Cajun Coin Hunter. Hey, from the Crazy Cajun. Cajun Coin Hunter. Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Great to have you here. I will go, Jeremy, I always go to the actual show. I don't always make it to the swap meets. And somewhere I have the dates for the shows right here. Hang on. Let me get it. Let me get it. It's stuck. It's stuck. Come on. I'm winding up with all kinds of them. All right, here we go. All right. I'll just show you guys here so you can read it. Those are the show dates for this coming year. I always make it to the actual show, the annual show, which is August 20th to the 24th this year. Oftentimes the May show and the May swap meet and October swap meets, I can't guarantee that I'll make it to those. Boo! I was kind of wondering if that wasn't you. Cajun Coin Hunter. Have I got some coins for you? Got a 1943 bronze penny. You want me to just mail it to you? You know what that is. I bet you know what that is. All right, let's see here. If I've been looking for a replacement truck. I have, and I found one, but as I drove by that dealer yesterday, I didn't see it there, so it may be gone. But yeah, I'm wanting a 2500 HD with a 6-liter LS in the 2000, 2001, 2002 age. Glenn, do I go to both shows? It depends, Glenn. Like I say, it depends on my workload. Yeah, Glenn, I've got a bunch of 43 steels. They made very, very few. No, I really don't have one, Cajun. If I did, no, I don't have one. I wished I had one. That was kind of a cruel little joke that I played on you there. The 1943 bronze, all 1943 pennies were minted in steel because they needed the copper for wartime efforts. But just a handful of the 1943, a handful of bronze planchets got out. A planchet's just a blank coin before it's been stamped. A handful of bronze planchets got out into general population, general circulation. And if you find one, that's the holy grail of coin collecting, is the 1943 bronze wheat penny. But yeah, no, I wished I had one. I've got plenty of steelies, but yeah, no, I would, yeah, that would just, that would be awesome. I'd pay my house off and go buy me a new car. Okay, let's see. Interested in a couple of small tractor service manuals from 75. Entry Publishing Corp, Kansas City. Small tractor service manuals, Mr. Barron, on what types of small tractors? Oh yeah, Tim, it was bad last year. Yeah, I know, and it was bad just not too many years before that too. It was a big mud fest. It's crazy. We usually don't have that much rain at all in August, but it happens. 720 said it's a 4108. Okay, so I was close. 4211, I think is what I said. 36-inch cut, 5-speed, 8-horse pull start. It's a little tight, but it's in great shape. For $100, you can't go wrong. Be a good little mower. Just check spindle bearings in the deck. Make sure that the belts are good. Give it a good oil change. Keep the oil changed in it. Those Briggs 8 horses are tanks. It should serve you just fine. 870 or 720. Excuse me. David Drinsky. Just want my thoughts on a 728 Broadmoor value. Good for snowing, for snow blowing. On the value. Okay. To value something is as long as it is wide. There are so many different things that determine value. Someone can say, oh, it's in great shape, but then I get a hold of it and I find that the spindles are wore out, the wheel bushings are wore out, the rear wheel hubs are wore out, the pivot is locked up. I find, it's all subject. So what I always tell everybody who's asking me about what something is worth in that regard is it's worth whatever you're willing to spend. If you're looking to sell it, look at the market. Best thing you can do for looking at the market to try to sell an old tractor like that is to get on eBay and look at sold listings, not what people are asking for, actual sold listings to get a baseline on what they're selling for. So as far as being able to put a price on it, sight unseen, I can't. I apologize, but I can't. And I hope you understand why. Okay, hang on just a second here. You still want me to try and shoot the video with all the gizmos you asked for when it gets back? Yes, sir. Well, absolutely, of course. Yes, I do, Bryce. You have a set of 43s, but steel 2. 6-liter, go big or go home. Get an 8100. What is the 8100? Mr. Barron, many types. List too long. Okay, on the manuals. So you're talking, it's like, Wheel Horse International, Cub Cadet, Simplicity. In those regards, I assume AC and Simplicity are included. Okay, all right. Would I have any interest? I'm always interested in the old mechanics manuals. Yes, very much so, Mr. Barron. Glenn, it's not all day in Wisconsin. We're getting a total of about 6 inches. You guys have been getting hit hard in Wisconsin. Dave Ackerman, 1967, he's just been getting hammered too. Oh, wow, Mr. Barron, that is just so kind. Very, very, very kind. Yeah, I would absolutely love to have them. I've got a number of vintage manuals, and they're great. Coins, man, pennies. Let me go back up. Let me go back up. You have a set of 43s, but steel also. Okay, I got you. All right. Sorry. Oh, the 454. The 6 liters, you can actually tweak it just a little bit. They'll get better fuel economy and more horsepower. In fact, I saw a 4.8 liter just the other day, a re-ringed 4.8 liter with a small turbo on it, pushing 700 horsepower at the wheels. A 4.8, that's a little 292 cubic inch LS engine. 327 miles, that's 4.3, or excuse me, 5.3 is the new 327, Bryce. And it's an LS, which is kind of neat. 8.1 liter, which figures out to be a 496, a Chevy big block. I got one of them 3/4 ton Avalanche. That's a gas monster, mileage sucks, but whenever I hook onto it, it's on the hook onto it. Wyman Bob, did I say I got your last email? I got your last email, Bob, yes. And as soon as I'm able, I will take care of that valve guide in the head, put the new ignition diode wire in, and put the new push rods in, and shoot a video doing a bench run of it. I've done similar videos that you can go back and look at where I reset the valve guides that have slipped, and you can go look at those to see the process I'm going to be going through to do it. Okay, 720. I looked over, it shook it around, everything's tight, does need a deck belt. The one on it is dry rotted. The tires are new. Figured that's almost worth 100. You're absolutely right, 720. For $100, you really can't go wrong as long as it's running, because you can always get your money back out of the engine. Glenn, Wild Bill's asking if you're sick of blowing snow yet. Yeah, I do. The whole block is about 300 feet because there's no room to turn around, so I just go down the corner and turn around and walk back. Done in 20 minutes. That's not bad. 327 miles. Yep, I screwed up. What'd you screw up, Bryce? 5.3 is the 320, the new 327, if that's what you were talking about. The 4.8 is the 292. But you can still get crazy power out of them, which is just nuts. Rust repair. So I guess I should Google small engine nation. Yeah, it sounds like it. I need to do the same thing. Apparently, there's quite a few of you guys, and I think that's really neat. I'll get in there and check it out. Yeah, you mixed up 48 and 43. Okay, yeah. 1999 was the first year of the 48 and 53 in trucks. I believe they didn't put them in my body style. They put them in the next body style, which is in 99. But I really like those LS engines. So that's what I'm looking at. Okay, Bruce, you go plow that snow. Don't break out in a sweat while you're plowing that snow. Please don't break out in a sweat. You get chilled to the bone when you break out in a sweat and you're plowing snow. So, Bruce, thank you very, very much for stopping by. Give the missus a hug from me, please, and we'll talk to you soon back over an email. I got your reply. I need to reread it, though. So, my good friend Bruce, Miss Zippo, I'm going to tell Bruce bye-bye before he heads out. Okay, well, that's what I'm going to be doing to it, Bob. And then you also saw the other one on the Simplicity Conquest where the diode wire went bad between the two coils that I had to replace. And so that's the same thing. Those are the two things I believe I need to do to that engine. There you go, Bruce. Glenn, you had a 5.3 on your O2 Silverado, gave you good service for 5 years, got rid of it with 195,000 miles on it. Son had a 2006 HD with a 6.0 and blew the head gasket and hydrolocked the motor. Eek. That kind of surprises me. Typically, they're not prone to blowing their head gaskets. Almost everyone you know lasts when you use the cubic inches and not liters. That's because they're all 21st century people. We're old school here. You know, if we know the liters, we know the cubic inches. Except for the 8100, I didn't put that one together. Hey, Miss Zippo, Cajun Coin Hunter is Bo Laquette. Boo Laquette. He's on every week. The LS is awesome, almost universal as a Gen 1 small block, which is good. Yeah, you're exactly right. Exactly right. Glenn, got a 2014. Got a 14.66 cylinder that I play with all day long. That sounds to me like a diesel. Jim, hello Lisa, how are you doing tonight? I hope you keep Zippo in line. She tries. She tries. She does a pretty good job. How many times have I had to plow this year? Twice, where we had enough snow to plow. 2 times. First time I only plowed my own driveway because I was really feeling like crap. Second time I went ahead and plowed all 5 and part of my road. 26 and now more about alder stuff. No more about older stuff. Dave Fisher working on putting a turbo on a 5.3 to go in your square body. Yeah, that'll be a heck of an engine. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about your square body, David. I forgot about you working on that. I need to get over there and see it, or get it done, get it over here. Take me for a drive. Yeah, Bryce. Yeah, with all the restrictions and everything that they had on them. Yep, that's true. Mr. Palvis. How do? Mr. P. Alvis is in the house, guys. We've been on for 36 minutes. We'll let it roll till about 40 minutes, and we'll go ahead and cut it off so that I can kick back and relax a bit before Ms. Zippo calls me for the good night call. Yeah, a really good crowd today, huh, Willie? Great crowd. I just gained another sub. Was it you again, Boo? Lisa, Tim's trying. Oh, there you go. Okay, you already got it. Never mind. I'll stay out of it. 720. Someone just did a burnout in front of my house. That drives me crazy. Go find a parking lot at least. Yeah, I hear you. Bryce trying to convince my cousin to let me put a supercharger on the truck after it's out of warranty. Why wait till it's out of warranty? Get her done. Yes, sir. Via Caterpillars and a Pete 379 with an 18-speed 750 horse. It's in the torque numbers though on the diesels, right? Well, yeah, it was you. Well, thank you for the other subscription, Cajun. Boo. I appreciate it. Okay, Rusty. Thank you very, very much for stopping in, buddy. I really, really appreciate it. Oh, Cobad, my privilege, my honor. And also, if you go to simpletractors.com, there's a number of how-to videos over there that I've also posted. I try to stay as interactive and as free giving as I can with helping everybody to keep their old machinery up and running. David, where do you get my tri-rib tires and how do I size them? You have 6-inch rims. Uh, you take your existing tire size that's on the rims and look up that same tire size. K Morrow on eBay is about the best seller I have ever dealt with as far as these small tri-rib tires and ag tires go. K Morrow, KMORROW. And that's all I do. I'll go up to eBay, I'll just type in whatever my tire size is, and then I'll put tri-rib and just do a search, and I'll get a whole bunch of results. Warren Bob, have a great week. Okay. Warren Bob, thank you very, very much for stopping by. Stay in touch with me. We'll see when we get some progress done on that, and then you and Sue can come on down and pick it up. Glenn, Zippo's old school. Okay, so that means that way you walk 5 miles to school both ways uphill in a blizzard in July. You're exactly right. You're exactly right, Glenn. George, good night. Take care. And we are at the 40-minute mark. All right, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. It was a fantastic night. We had a whole bunch of people from Small Engine Nation stopping in, and I really, really appreciate that. So, Ms. Zippo, let's give everybody a warm good night, and we're going to get on out of here. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Great conversation. I had a hard time keeping up over here on the comments, and I always enjoy it every time I'm on. So everybody be safe. Love you all. We'll see you on the next one. Later. I'm out of here.